Good morning everyone and welcome back to another episode of every single time I hit the record button, I get scared for my life. And that's not even a joke. When I hit record, I messed up my audio because I reset my computer for an update, which, everyone does eventually. And apparently, for some, I'm just going to take this opportunity and not, oh, it's closed. I'm just glitching out. I see. I guess we're not doing it after all. But yeah, when I hit record, it decided to crash and all of my audio got reset. So I had to spend a whole 30 and a half minutes, you have to go with that, fixing it and turning it back to normal? Okay. Turning it back to normal. And that was a pain because I'm very bad at audio settings. So that took a little bit, but it's all fixed now. We're good to go. Clearly, this video isn't about audio settings for recording. It's about lollipops. And why is it about lollipops? I honestly don't know. Whenever I think of a solo commentary to record, I usually just look around my room or whenever something happens, I go, I think that's something to talk about. And the reason it's lollipops is because of this right here. You hear that? That is not a lollipop. That is a glass cup. But inside of the glass cup is a whole bunch of lollipops. I have absolutely no idea how to prove to you this is a bunch of lollipops inside of this cup. I mean, I can do that. Can you hear that? That's just the best way I can show it. But I have a whole bunch of cherry lollipops in here. They are just a normal, basic... Are they called dum-dums? I gotta look at these. Yeah, they're called dum-dums. Just like, insert funny... No. I don't like when I look at them and they move. I feel like that kind of defies the point of the whole 173 move when you don't move thing. I am not getting away from this, I don't think. But anyways, I have a bunch of lollipops here and I like them. I eat them very consistently. They're pretty good. And my favorite flavor is cherry, and I usually have it for everything. Cherry ice cream, cherry flavored lollipops, cherry flavored exits. Well, this game is stupid. Anyways, I like lollipops. They're pretty good. And I was thinking of what's the history of the lollipop, because who puts a candy on a stick and says, all right, let's mass produce that thing and start a massive business empire that controls children over lollipops? Who would have thought of that? And there's this one guy who did, and his name is George Smith. Actually, I don't think it was George Smith who did. It was probably some other guy who stole his idea and then mass-produced it, just like McDonald's. Yeah, fun fact about McDonald's. The McDonald's franchise, two guys made it, and then this one guy stole the idea and then mass-produced it. But that's not the point. That's another video. Anyways, back in 1908, I believe, a man named George Smith put some sugar on a stick and called it a lollipop. Well, that's because, you're not going to believe this, his favorite horse, his name was Lollipop. At the time, he was into horse races, I believe. Horse racing. Yeah, horse racing was a big thing back then because of all the gambling and stuff. And his favorite horse, its name was Lollipop. And just like a true creator of inventions and candy, he decided to just copy the name Lollipop off of the horse instead of making up his own unique name. And that's why we call it Lollipops to this day, because someone stole the name off of the horse. And to top it all off, he copyrighted the name so that no one else can ever use the name Lollipop ever again. However, the story of Lollipops is clearly a lot more twisty and turny. Sorry about the jump cut. The nuke went off and a whole bunch of other things happened, and there was like no time to commentate, so I just jump cut it to here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Nothing bad happened. Trust me, you don't want to turn that on. You do not. Don't turn it. I think the nuke is going to turn on very soon. As I was saying, there's lots of different stories about lollipops because obviously there's more than one type of lollipop. This one right here that I'm holding that you cannot see at all because I forgot that I don't have a camera is just the basic circle sugar lollipop on top of a stick. But we all know there's so many different types. There's the lag spike lollipop, apparently. There's the ones that have sugar inside of it so that when you eat it enough, they'll have some sugar leaking out, and I love that stuff. That stuff tastes really good. You got the ones that have gum inside of it, which I've never understood how no one's ever died from it. You know, I think they're called big dum. What are they called? I forget the names. Lollipop names are very stupid. They're called like dum-dums and big dums, but you know the ones that you get candy inside, those super thick big ones? Those are probably everyone's favorite. I don't like them because I feel like you would die on it really easily. If you forget that there's gum in it and you swallow that, you're done. It's over. I mean, sure, gum doesn't kill you, but it makes you feel kind of weird that you just swallowed a gum piece. But I think the lollipop everyone knows about the most is the Dr. Lollipop. You know, the super basic, like flat, one color. I'm gonna have to put pictures inside the solo commentary. I rarely put pictures inside the solo commentary, but it's this one, the one right here. That one, yeah, that one. That's the Dr. Lollipop. You know, every time you go to visit the doctor's office and the doctor's like, hey, you can take a lollipop, congrats on your visit, or the opposite, you're on your way out and there's always a basket of lollipops at the... You're not a chaos. There's always a basket of lollipops at the... You're not a chaos. There's always a basket of lollipops at the front desk or in the doctor's office. Why did the doctors give you lollipops? That is something I honestly don't think I've ever understood. I should look it up. That's something I should look up, honestly. Everyone in their life has had a Dr. Lollipop at least once. You're not a chaos. We're all the chaos. And that's because obviously all of us have been... We're all gonna die. That's what we've all been. We've all been dead. But all of us have been to the doctor's office at least once in our lives, and these announcements are getting kind of loud in my books. We all know what I'm talking about, and I feel like those are the best ones because you feel good after having them. You feel like you deserved it. Oh, that had to hurt. Oh, nuke's going off. Nuke's off. Okay. You can get a doctor's lollipop by just going for a checkup, or you can get a doctor's lollipop by doing a full-on surgery on your stomach. Who is camping the nuke room? But everyone has a different preference of what type of lollipop's the best. I think everyone's favorite is the gum one, mainly because they're just giant. They're just really big lollipops, but they hurt. The big lollipops hurt your teeth because I feel like you're always smashing them against your teeth. Yep, there it is. I was waiting for it to go off. When you're eating the big lollipop and you're like swirling it or whatever you want to call it around your... Okay. You're constantly hitting your teeth because of how big it is. I feel like it hurts. It does. No, I don't feel like it. It does hurt. And also the whole gum part. Like, sure, I get it. After you're done for your lollipop, you get a nice piece of gum. But, you know, what if you forget that there's gum and then you start choking on the gum and you're like, oh, maybe just swallow it. Now look what you did. Now you got gum in your stomach and it's going to stay there for the next 7 hours of your life. And that's a terrible way to live. But then again, that's just my personal preference about lollipops. I like all of them. The gum ones, they just scare me, man. They're just scary. I feel like I'm gonna die one day if I just start eating one of them. But the real question is, what is the best lollipop flavor? There's so many different types, but what is the best, right? Everyone's got different taste buds, so of course it's actually unfair to talk about what the best flavor is, because mine's cherry. But what is the original lollipop flavor? I feel like it was bubblegum. I have a very like interesting feeling that I'm gonna die. That's my feeling. Oh, Peanut, don't come get me. Okay, well, we got him instead of me. I'll take that. I have a really good feeling the very first flavor was bubblegum because that seems to be the most basic thing. Or chocolate. Actually, chocolate flavored lollipop might not be a bad idea because I know there's lollipops with chocolates on the inside and I think those are like fancy desserts, so that's pretty good too. I don't know what the best flavor would be for lollipops. I feel like orange. Orange is a really good stable color. Or sour. Oh, sour apple's good. But also it depends on the... You're not gonna hurt me, right? All right, here, just take my stuff. Whoa, I literally stopped moving. I never understand these people. I dropped my stuff for this person whose microphone is about as accurate as a 1980s spy. Oh. Yes, Peanut saved me. The Peanut actually saved my life. Thank you. And now I die. Oh, your serpent's hand. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. I forget what I was talking about, but I know there's one type of lollipop that is probably one of the best. It's the Jolly Rancher ones because they're super, super sweet. If you ever had a Jolly Rancher lollipop, they were probably the best in the world because they're so flavorful. And by flavorful, I mean full of sugar and most likely going to kill us by the time we turn 18 years old. But that's not the point. They're really good, okay? They're good. They taste great. Also, who even thought about that idea? Who said let's put candy on a stick and then suck on it? I don't understand. How does that, who decided that? I mean, there's very few foods in the world that have to revolve around a stick. I know the only food that has a stick on it that I can think of is a shish kebab. The whole point of a shish kebab is the fact that it's on a stick. That's like its whole gimmick. That's what makes it cool. I think the funniest part about lollipops is when you're at school, you know, when people are eating a lollipop and they try to do that cool thing where they have it in their mouth with the stick sticking out and they pretend to be like an anime character. I know there's a helicopter, but I'm gonna pretend like I don't notice it. If you can pull off having a lollipop in your mouth or holding it like one of those wheat sticks, that's pretty cool. You know, I respect that because it's hard to pull off because it looks really cringe if you don't pull it off correctly. I just remembered the best kind of lollipop there is. It's the ones with insects inside of it. You know the lollipops that you see in those YouTube challenges where there's like a scorpion or something in there? No! Whoa! There's not a chaos in this elevator. I said there's not! I said there's not! And we're back. Like I was saying, you know those YouTubers for challenge videos, they're like, oh, we're gonna eat this, what is it called? Scorpion laced lollipop, where there's a scorpion frozen inside a lollipop, or like ants, or sometimes spiders, but I don't think it happens with spiders because they're too big. It truly makes me wonder, who was the poor orphan child that decided, you know what I'm gonna do when I grow up? I'm going to take all the insects off of the floor and off of the desert, stick them in some frozen candy, and have people look at it for lots of views on YouTube. who came up with such a devious idea? I truly will never understand the creation of the insect lollipop, but it is by far the funniest, I gotta say. It's not the safest or the tastiest, but it's definitely the funniest I've ever seen. But that about concludes everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're in the mood for some snacks right now, I recommend a lollipop. They're nice, they're tasty, and you can eat them without having to use your hands because you can put it in your mouth while playing your video games. Which, you know what? I'm gonna do that right now. You know, here we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, an MTF. Even cooler. Oh, you're nice.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. No!